Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. I am very happy with the way you people responded to the Nevis work series. So now I have decided I will come up with entire ARC course. So this ARC course will reshape your Revit skills and you will understand how effectively you can use Revit and in Revit ARC tools. So this journey won't stop. Once after ARC course gets over, I will be coming up with a structural course as well. In a similar manner, MEP course will be followed. So here, the very first important point which I want to tell you is on what project I will be doing the course. So here I will open first the sample project which Autodesk has provided. So this is the sample snowdown project which Autodesk has provided. What I will be doing is I will model the entire arc as well as structural project here in Revit. Okay, I am sure no one has done that before on YouTube, wherein they have created the sample project right from the scratch. So this is the project which we will model entirely, and right from the start till the end, I will show you how each and every detail that you see here, how it is modeled. Okay, so I will close this as of now, and we will take a new fresh template which is arc template, and here we will be working on a metric template. So this is the new project which I have taken, and what we will do is first we will save this project and we will name this. Okay, as of now I am saving this. Let me find where exactly I'll be saving this. So I will save this here, and I will name this project snow down. Okay, let's write that in caps. Snow down project. I will also make a video on naming convention. Okay, so here when you are saving the project, in options category you will find file save options. So what will happen is, this is the number what Autodesk will create as a backup file. So if you select 20, for example, if I save this file once, there will be one backup copy. If I save this file twice, there will be two backup copies. Okay, as this number is 20, so Revit will go on creating those 20 backup copies. As of now, I don't want multiple copies, I just want one. Okay, that's it, and then I will save this over here. So very important thing which you need to understand is, once you save this file, what will happen? Autodesk will create a backup of this in documents. Let us see that where exactly we will be able to find that backup copy. So as you can see, I have saved again. One more time I am saving this, and if I go here in documents, you will see that Autodesk has created a backup copy here in documents. So you need to understand, as you are a beginner, but later in your career there will be a scenario wherein the central file has been corrupted or central file isn't starting. Okay, so what you can do is you can use this backup file. Just imagine that there are multiple people who are working on a project. Okay, there are 10 different people working on a project, and they all have sync, and their all file has corrupted, but there will be one document file which will still be fine. So you need to go on to different users and find out which file is free of virus, and that file you can make as a central file. So again, I will be going in depth how you can recover the backup file. As of now, let's keep it simple and let's proceed further with the project. Okay, so now as I have started this ARC course, okay, before going on to the entire tools in Revit, first I want to talk about coordinates. Okay, so you need to understand one thing. When a project is given to you, client will always define the coordinates in the file. Okay, because if there are no coordinates, it will be very difficult for the civil 3D team to model the landscape. Okay, and if there is no coordinates, how the project, I mean the MEP discipline, structural discipline, how this entire team will collaborate together. Okay, so real time coordinates has to be defined. So we will take one scenario wherein your client has defined the coordinates in the CAD file. Okay, this is the first scenario what we will take it. And as there are coordinates defined in the AutoCAD file, from the AutoCAD file, how you will get those coordinates in your Revit project. Okay, grids, levels, all those other tools, we will come back. We will see those tools in the next session. But in this entirely, we will be focusing on how to get the real time coordinates and make your file ready for modeling. Okay, so for that purpose, I will go here in site. So by default, Revit will provide you these three levels here: site, level 1 and level 2. So site is the floor plan where your landscape model will exist. Okay, as of now you see the symbol here. This symbol is the triangular one is the survey point, and the circular one is the project base point. If I select this and if I go here, or else let me just turn off the project base point. See, I am pressing VV to get this visibility graphics override screen. So if I press S, I will come here on site. If I turn off project base point, see, this is how your survey point will look like. Okay, so survey point is the coordinates which exist in real time. Okay, these are the world coordinate system. Okay, and now we will see the project base point. So again, I pressed the VV to get the visibility graphic screen, and here I am coming and turning on project base point. Okay, this is the project base point. So you need to understand the difference between project base point and survey point. Project base point is the point which exists only in your project, it doesn't exist in real time. Okay, so you need to understand that there are two different coordinate system. One is the project base point and the other one is the survey coordinate system, and then there is third one, internal origin. Okay, so this arrows that you see here, these are the internal origin system. But the internal origin system, like no one works on that. I mean, the only two things that matters is the project base point as well as the survey point. Okay, now let me turn on project base point as well as survey point. So here I am turning on survey point as well as project base point. Both the points I have turned on. Fine. And I am in site floor plan, and it's time to get the CAD file here in our project. Okay. So to get the CAD file in our project, there is this insert option. And in insert option, you will find link CAD as well as import CAD. There is a big difference between link and import CAD. Import CAD means, just imagine you have exported a CAD in your project and you have made some changes in your CAD which you want to reflect. Okay, what will happen? This import CAD will not reflect those new changes in your project. But if you link that CAD, what will happen? Whatever changes you do in your CAD, and once you reload that CAD file, it will reflect here in Revit. Okay, again, as we proceed further, we will demonstrate that. As of now, we will understand how the coordinate system in Revit works. Okay, fine. So what I will do is I will import CAD because I am damn sure that no changes I will be making in this CAD file. Okay, so before I link the CAD, what I will do, I will select the option of auto center to center. I want this CAD file to be there at the center of my Revit project. Okay, I will make sure that I want this CAD file here in this current view. I don't want this CAD file to reflect anywhere in other plans. Okay, so now all these settings I will keep as it is, and I will go and import my CAD file. Okay, so here is the CAD file which has come in, and as you can see, this is the center, and the file has come right at the center of my project. Now there are the coordinates which the client has defined here in the CAD. How the coordinate system will be defined in the CAD, that we will see in future. As of now, we will consider this scenario wherein the coordinates are defined by the client in the CAD file, and how you will get the coordinates from the CAD file in your Revit project. Okay, so for doing that, what we will do, we will go in manage, and in manage we will go to coordinates. Before I take you in coordinates, I want to show you that there are no coordinate system which is defined here. If you see here, this is the default city list which shows as Boston. Okay, and this is the internet mapping services. If you have the project address, you can select from here again, but this aren't that much accurate. Okay, when you define coordinates in your CAD file or else in your Revit file, that is the accurate system. Okay, as of now you can see here that there are no coordinates defined here. These are by default what Revit provides us. Okay, in site as well there is nothing. Now what I will do, I will go to coordinates, and then there are multiple options which I see here. See, acquire coordinates. I know that there are coordinates which have been defined in this CAD file. If I want those coordinates from CAD file, I will select the option of acquire coordinates. Publish coordinates. Just imagine that this is Snowdown project arc. I want the same coordinates to be reflecting in my structural project. So what I will do, I will go to publish coordinates and I will select the structural project, and right from arc project, those coordinates will be published in my structural project. I don't need to even open the structural project. I just have to make sure that that structural project is saved here. I mean, that structural project is linked here in my arc project. Okay, reset shared coordinates. So this is the option. For example, if I like, as of now I didn't define, but once I define the coordinate system, if I feel something has gone wrong, what I can do, I can reset the shared coordinate system, specify coordinates at point. Okay, just imagine that there is no CAD file, there is no Revit file, but client has defined that. But what client has defined, client has defined that here at this particular point there is a coordinate. So what he is telling you, he is telling you that I didn't define the coordinate system in the AutoCAD file, but I am giving you the coordinates at this point. So what you will do in that case, you will go here, you will go to specify coordinates, and then you see here there is a dot coming. Okay, you will select this option, and whatever the coordinates your client will be giving to you at this particular point, you will define here. Okay, for this there isn't CAD required or else any Revit required. This is a manual work. Okay, next. Again here, report shared coordinate system. So what it will do, it will display the coordinates which are there in your existing Revit linked project. Okay, as of now we have seen all the options, and now what we will do, we will go here in coordinates. As there are coordinates defined in the CAD file, we will simply go and we will select our CAD file. Okay, so once I select the CAD file, just a minute, let me do that again. Acquire coordinates, and here, all right, so I am not able to select this CAD because I have selected the option of current view. I will delete this and I will import CAD again, or else let me link the CAD. Okay, let me link the CAD, and again I will select the option of current view, and then I will explain why I wasn't able to select the CAD file. Okay. Fine. So here the CAD file has come in. This time again we will go to coordinates and I will select the acquire coordinates option. Okay, see here. So learners, you see here that as I move my cursor on this CAD file, there is a blue color box which is coming up, and now I am able to select the CAD file. The reason I wasn't able to do that before is if you select the option of import CAD and if you select the option of current view, so what Revit will do, Revit will not allow you to select the CAD file. Okay, but if you go to link CAD And even if you select the option of current view, Revit then will allow you to select this CAD file. I don't know why Revit has done that, but again, this is how it is in Revit. Okay, again, I will delete this and I will go to insert and I will go to link add and I will make sure current view is selected because I don't want it to reflect anywhere. Okay, I will go here and then I will open it. All right, so now I am able to select the CAD file, and what I will do is I will go to and there's one more thing which I want to tell you. Let me just delete this again and I will select the CAD here. See, sometimes what will happen is here import unit option Revit gives you. Okay, as of now we are not finding any difficulty with respect to scale of the CAD, but sometimes what will happen, even Revit will not auto detect the units and your CAD file will come small or it will come very big. At that time, you have to go through this import units and you have to manually select meter, inch or feet to make sure that your CAD file is coming at proper scale. So this is again an insight which you can come across when you start working as a professional. As of now, let this be at auto because my CAD file is correct as per the scale. Okay, I have selected the option of link and my CAD file has come in, and now I am going to manage and I am acquiring the coordinates from the CAD file. Okay, see here, I got a confirmation that coordinates have been acquired successfully, and this is the Pennsylvania state plane and this is the GIS coordinate system, and here there is a number of the state. Okay, now let us go back to location and find what are the changes that has occurred. See, first of all, what has happened, GIS coordinate system has come in, that was defined in AutoCAD. Latitude, longitude, all those system have come in here. Okay, so this is how you will acquire the coordinates from the CAD file. If you select this file and if you go here, shared file, you see here that the coordinates have been acquired from the AutoCAD file and it gives us the confirmation. If somehow we want to make any changes, we can go to change here and then we can define those changes. But as of now, what has happened, coordinates have been acquired from the AutoCAD file, and even if you delete this CAD file, nothing will happen. All right, nothing will happen. Fine. So this is what I have covered in this video. If I cover how to transfer the coordinates from one Revit file to another Revit file, the video will become very lengthy. But again, this is a coordinate system part 1. Part 2 I will cover as I have defined the coordinates in this project. Okay, I will show you how you can transfer or else how you can get the coordinates when the coordinates are defined in one Revit project, and if you want to get those coordinates in another Revit project. Now this coordinate system I have done with respect to CAD file. All right, so thank you learners, and thank you. I will see you in the next video wherein I will demonstrate how you can transfer the coordinates from one Revit project to another. So thank you learners, let us rise and shine together. Thank you so much.